I have deferred my decision about cameras. One of the things that's going to be really important, that is very important, is that the people with the camera and media need to follow the rules.
Bryan Kohberger's lawyers and prosecutors do not want cameras in the courtroom. A media coalition is fighting that request, and now two of the victims' families say they want cameras in court too. Thanks for joining us here on Law and Crime. I'm Angenette Levy. A hearing today in Bryan Kohberger's case will determine whether cameras are allowed in the courtroom for the remainder of the case. Kohberger's lawyers have asked for a second time that Judge John Judge exclude cameras. Now prosecutors are backing the defense request, but for different reasons. Kohberger has pleaded not guilty to the November 2022 murders of Maddie Mogen, Kaylee Gonsalves, Ethan Chapin, and Xana Kernodle in Moscow, Idaho. He faces the possibility of the death penalty if convicted. Kohberger's lawyers have accused the media of violating Judge Judge's June order to not focus on Kohberger.
Your Honor, we will be filing a motion as to do with media in the courtroom, particularly the cameras in the courtroom.
Kohberger's lawyers claim in a motion that the camera focused on Kohberger's fly and that social media users use images from media outlets to produce prejudicial content. They also claim the camera focused on counsel tables, which prohibits them from effectively representing their client. The prosecution is now joining the defense in its request to remove cameras from the courtroom, citing harassment that some witnesses have been subjected to throughout the investigation. A media coalition that includes Law and Crime has filed a motion objecting to the request to remove cameras. Lawyers for the media wrote that the cameras did not focus on Kohberger's fly. Rather, a social media user clipped an image. The media coalition's lawyers also noted that while counsel tables were shown in footage, none of the writing on papers could be seen in the images. Just yesterday, the media gained an ally in the fight to keep cameras in the courtroom. The families of Kaylee Gonsalves and Xana Kernodle wrote in a statement, "It is vitally important that this trial be open to the public to view and watch. There is an enormous amount of media coverage about this case, some good, some bad, and with that comes the responsibility of the court to ensure a fair trial. This case is surrounded by secrecy. Everything is either sealed or redacted. The family has not received any discovery on this case or any information about the facts of the case from the state. No one knows anything about the case, which leads to speculation. That speculation is fueled by the secrecy surrounding everything that is filed and every hearing that is closed off to the media and the public." The families also write that the defense and prosecution's request show a lack of faith in the justice system. Judge Judge had previously voiced support for having cameras in courtrooms, but noted that this case may be different. He had reserved ruling on whether or not he would allow cameras to continue throughout the duration of the case. Kohberger's case is in Idaho, where Lori Vallow Daybell was recently convicted of the murders of her two children, Tylee Ryan and JJ Vallow. The judge in that case barred cameras, but allowed audio of the trial to be released at the end of each court day. The prosecution cited that case in its request, but interestingly enough, deferred to the judge the first time that the defense requested that cameras be removed. Stay with Law and Crime for continuing coverage of the Idaho 4 case and Judge Judge's decision. For Law and Crime, I'm Angenette Levy.